Hello everyone, I am Shruti Vijayargi from BISP Solution. So in this video, I am going to tell you about so many operations over the vectors. So you are very well familiar with the vectors. Vectors are the sequence of data elements of same basic type, and for creating vector we use the C function. So in this video, I am going to explain you about the random numbers, how to find and remove missing values over the vector, and use of which operator in vector. Okay, so let's begin. Go to your R studio. So the first topic is the random number. These functions provide information about the uniform distribution on the interval from minimum to maximum. So for that purpose, run if generate random deviates. Let's suppose I create an object A and use the run if and passing 10 as argument. So this will create a vector of 10 values, random values. Now you can perform any operation, like I want to multiply A with 10, so this will perform over it. If I want to round A and going to store it over A, so for that purpose using round function of R, so it will round over all the values. There is also another function names. It will give the name to all the values. Let's suppose I am creating a vector of 1 to 10 for 10 values, and now write A. So for all the values which are stored previous in A, this will give names for all the values from 1 to 10. We can also give names for better understanding as like this. See, and 1, 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Oh shit. So that's, if I enter this and type A again, so this will give the name for all 1 to 10 values in a vector. Now let's suppose I'm creating another vector X. In this I'm going to store 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. So this vector contains these values. Now if I want to access any of the element of this vector, so what I have to do, write X and the square bracket, write the position. Let's suppose I want to access the third element, so this will give the third value of the vector. So for better understanding, create another vector 4, 6, 8, 9, 23. And now I want to access the fifth element of this vector. This will give the last value of this vector. Suppose now I will replace the second element of X with a missing value. So missing value are represented by NA. So I want to replace the second value by NA. NA denotes the missing value in a vector. Now if I type X, so the second value is missing here. Second element is replaced with NA. Now how to remove any missing values in the data. So to achieve that, there is a useful function called is.na. If I write is.na and pass X, so the missing value, it denotes that there is a missing value, false for non-missing values and true for the missing values. So second value is missing, that's why here comes true. It is a logical vector. Okay. Now in order to retain the non-missing values, so I did inverse of this. I'm just putting and so For non-missing values, it return true, and for the missing value, it return false. Okay. Now, if I write x and not is dot na and x, so it will give the value of x except the second value, which is non-missing. So, other than non-missing, all the values of x will be given by this function. And we can also achieve this by using the built-in function, which is the omit function. So na dot omit and x, so this will give the same output as this. Okay. So this function is used to retain all the values of x except the value which is missing. Now I am going to tell you about the which operator of vector. Let's suppose I am creating another vector, suppose z, and I am storing in this 1 to 15 values. So z will contain 1 to 15 values. Now I want to know the minimum value of x. So use the min function. Sorry, minimum of z. So this will give the minimum value, and if I write maximum of z, so this function will give the maximum value of x, and if I want to calculate the median value, so median value will be given using the median function. Now let's suppose I want to know the values except some values. Let's suppose I want to know some values like all but except 7 and 8. So except 7 and 8 minus sign will give us the values which are except 7 and 8. So after 6 comes 9. Okay. Now the which operator is used to get all the values with condition, like I want to know all the values greater than 5 and z. So this will give 6 and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 except greater than 5. Okay. Now if I want to store these values in another variable, so what I have to do, x square bracket which and z square bracket which and z greater than 5 square bracket close, and then store it in y. So now y will contain all the values. If I simply write x greater than 5, so this will give the false for all the values which are smaller than 5 and true for all those values which are greater than 5. We can also use which operator like z, which operator, and then I want to know the value which is minimum sorry, we have to use the square bracket here. So the minimum value 1. So this is the condition which I am going to use. Okay, and we can also can calculate the value which are greater than 7 and less than 2 with using which operator, which, and the first condition is z greater than 7 and or, here sign or is used. And now the z less than 2, enter. So this will give the value which are greater than 7 and less than 2. So this is how operations performed over the vectors for the missing values, for calculating NA and for random numbers. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Thanks for watching.